What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, TheWalk71, replaced it with a 4. I'm here with another video for you guys, and I'm finally able to record this after everything that transpired Saturday night. I'm finally here to bring you my NXT TakeOver San Antonio review for you guys. My first 2017 wrestling review for you guys. Now, honestly, this show was pretty solid. I liked the show. I enjoyed it. From top to bottom, it was a pretty good show. You know, I had some good. I have had good expectations for most NXT like special pay-per-view things, but since like the TV show, like the actual NXT TV has been like very average. Like I thought it wasn't gonna be good, but it was actually pretty good. A couple of matches, not couple, like the tag team match really surprised me because I didn't think it was gonna be that good, and it really was. So let's get into the show. So we open up with the first match of the evening, of match that I actually predicted, not on how to make a video about it. I should have. Well, I thought that this would be a good way to start. Get the crowd high. You have the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, take on the leader of Sanity, Eric Young, with Sanity with him. The reason I say start off with Ty Dillinger, everybody loves doing the 10 chant, get the crowd high so their energy is up for the rest of the matches to come. So this match, it was alright. I liked it. It was good. It was nice. It was a great opener. Had some good spots. Like, I believe Ty Dillinger did like a suplex off of the top rope. I think it was a German suplex or something. He caught Eric Young. But one thing that was like a major part of it was that Sanity got involved with Big Damo and Alexander Wolf getting involved with Eric Young. And the match was just, it was alright. I mean, it looked like it could be the main event of an NXT TV show. I didn't really see the whole point of this match being on the card, to be honest. It was just up and random. It was like Ty Dillinger saying, "Oh, I'm leaving NXT," and then once he was about to say that, Eric Young comes out, tells him, "Join Sanity because you'll be successful." And he's like, "No, I don't want to join Sanity." And he's like, "No, you're going to join Sanity or else." So then he fights him, and then Big Damo attacks him, and then he gets a match, or he wants a match with Eric Young at TakeOver. They get their match, and there's their match. But I thought Ty Dillinger was done with NXT. It doesn't make any sense. But since Ty Dillinger lost, you can just basically get him off of TV now and say Sanity ended him, put him on SmackDown, have him come out as number 10 for the Royal Rumble, which will be coming tonight. Come out number 10. It's the perfect way to do it. You have to be stupid not to do it. It's the best way to get the crowd hot. They're gonna shout. They're gonna chant 10. It's the perfect way. And if they don't do it, they're gonna boo the arena down, just like they do for these past years' Royal Rumbles. But anyway, the next match we end up getting, pretty solid match. Also, we had Andrade Cien Almas versus the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong. This match was good. I liked it. I liked Roderick Strong trying to legit destroy Cien Almas' back. One thing that bothered me was that the crowd wasn't into it. It's like they died after the Ty Dillinger match. This match was pretty good. I feel like the crowd could have made it better, made it more exciting. But if there's one thing I do have to say about this match, it was just like, I felt like the winner should have been Andrade Cien Almas instead of Roderick Strong, because you see, NXT has been building Cien Almas as like a very predominant heel, like a really good heel. If you've seen what he's doing, his manners, the fact that he has pyro, the way he talks, the way he like handles himself, and he's just been getting wins on wins. Roderick Strong has been getting wins, but I feel like he's really just in the middle. He's just in the middle. Like, he's not going up. Like, he's going up a little bit, but Andrade Cien Almas has been shooting up ever since he turned heel. And I felt like if Roderick Strong would have took the L, I honestly would have felt like it wouldn't like hurt him that much as it would Andrade Cien Almas, because of the way they've been building Cien Almas up as a super ultra heel. I felt like that would have worked better. But hey, I don't run NXT. I don't make the decisions. That's up to Triple H. The next match we end up having was the match. Honestly, this is my match of the night. There was no match that was better than this. And this is the Tag Team Championship match. We had DIY defending their tag team titles over the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering. This match was incredible. This is just to show how good DIY is. And this I'm not taking nothing away from the Authors of Pain, because they performed great in this match. This is their best match. It's better than their match at Toronto with that. Was it the Dusty Rhodes Classic? Sorry, I drew Gatorade. It's a Dusty Rhodes Classic match. This was a good match. You had a clash of them facing the superpower of the Authors of Pain. And if you've seen the Authors of Pain were doing, they are legit monsters. They like build up as super ultra mega monsters, dude. It's crazy. And you could tell that the crowd really loves DIY also, because the crowd went nuts when Tommaso Ciampa started going for those German suplexes on Razor and Akam. It was amazing. The crowd went crazy. One thing I did love was Tommaso Ciampa starting to do those psycho killer, the indie stuff he's kind of known for a little bit with those knee strikes, and when he starts slapping, I believe it was Akam in the face, chopping him in the chest, just doing all like those hard hits he used to do in the different places in the indies, which makes me think Tommaso Ciampa needs a singles run on NXT, because like the tag team, the DIY tag team thing is great for both of them, because they're a good tag team and both of them are good by themselves. But I just want to see Tommaso Ciampa go singles career and have the psycho killer gimmick and just like destroy everybody and then win the NXT title or something. Razor and Akam, they went crazy tonight. The power, the counters, oh my gosh. So we can talk about the first one where they tried to mimic the same ending they did for the tag team title match in Toronto, where they both went for their submissions in the middle of the ring. This man, Razor, picks up Johnny Gargano and throws him onto Tommaso Ciampa, who was putting a submission on Akam. And I was just like, whoa, what? And it was just crazy. Or how DIY was about to go for their finisher on both Razor and Akam, and they caught them simultaneously and hit that double powerbomb thing they do, where they have the opponent in the powerbomb position, run into each other with the opponent's back hit, and then powerbombs them, and then they hit their finisher on, I believe, Tommaso Ciampa. And it was a 1, 2, 3. Your new NXT Tag Team Champions, Authors of Pain. WWE or NXT has really booked these guys to be really strong, so I thought they would have won the titles, because they're they're bulldozing the tag team division. They took out American Alpha, they took out the TM61, and now they're taking out the tag team champions, and now they're probably going to be the most dominant tag team in NXT for months to come. They're probably going to be how the Ascension was back in NXT, just dominant. They might be longest reigning tag team champions. And then Paul Ellering, with the guidance of him, it just works well. Tommaso and Gargano, those two can probably go to the Cruiserweight division, or they can just do their singles runs at NXT and then go to the Cruiserweight division on Raw. I would say stay in NXT, because the Cruiserweight division right now is not good at all, and I don't want to see them mess up. So the next match, no, we didn't even have a match after this. We have my mans, Seth Rollins, take over the show. He said, you know what? It's called TakeOver for a reason, right? And that's basically what he said. He came out, said he knows Triple H is backstage watching this, because we all know Triple H works on NXT, and he told him to come out. So then Triple H came out, and then he brought security guards and left. And then Seth Rollins had to fight security guards off until they all got him and they escorted him to the backstage area. And it was just a good moment. It was different. It was really different. You would never expect somebody to just randomly, just up and randomly on a main roster, just show up at an NXT show just to look for somebody. I would have never thought somebody did that. And I see WWE is finally actually putting some stock towards this rivalry between Seth Rollins and Triple H, because it's been dead for months now. Triple H turned on Seth Rollins in August, I believe, and they haven't had any contact like that until recently, and this is January of a new year. So I see that they're finally starting to do it, starting to put some stuff towards it, trying to, I guess, because put some more stock into it, make this rivalry better, because right now Seth Rollins, his face turn has flopped due to like him feuding with somebody that's barely even on TV. So that was a good segment. It was nice. Also, I believe it got the crowd hot, so it got him ready for the Fatal 4 Women's Championship match. So this match, we had Asuka defending her NXT Women's Championship against Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, and Billie Kay. This match was alright. I mean, it wasn't much. Like, it wasn't no 4 horsewomen match, but it was still a pretty good match. You've seen some work from each of these women doing stuff. Let's see, you had Nikki Cross going crazy when she jumped off the top rope to the outside. You know what Asuka can do. She just does whatever. The best part of this match was when Billie Kay and Peyton Royce suplexed Nikki Cross through a table off of the announce table. It was crazy. It was like crazy. I popped hard, but then I realized what's gonna happen. We already knew who was gonna win. Asuka. So then they go back in the ring and they just start taking out Asuka, and then Asuka just kicks both of them out, like with her feet. She just kicks both of them, knocks Peyton Royce out, pins her, retains the title. And this is the most interesting part about it. When she was walking back, you can see Nikki Cross still looking at that NXT Championship. And I know WWE is going to do this soon. They're going to have a match between Nikki Cross and Asuka for that women's title, possibly NXT TakeOver Orlando. It would be smart. And then have Ember Moon go for the title later, because I feel like this Nikki Cross thing could work right now. So those are my predictions for like the next big women's championship match. So then after that, we end up getting the biggest match on the card, the main event for the biggest championship of NXT. We have the NXT champion Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, taking on the glorious Bobby Roode. It was the battle of interests, the battle of crowd sing-alongs, the battle of gladiators almost. So you had Bobby Roode come out, and he came out with all these women looking like my life goals right now. He just came out walking out there with the robe on, looking like a Ric Flair. It was amazing. It was glorious, no pun intended. Then Shinsuke Nakamura came out, and he was riding on a platform. It was kind of like the platforms they used to ride at WrestleMania one time. And the platform was just moving. He's just doing all his mannerisms on the platform. And then he did all his stuff in the ring. And we ended up getting the match. The match was all right. It was decent. I love how Shinsuke Nakamura, like, towards the end, started doing rapid fire, just, like, strikes, kicks, just all this stuff. Hence why they call him the King of Strong Style. He was hitting knees. Then he started doing this thing. He did this Sami Zayn where, where he like pushes his foot on the back of your head while you're on the ropes. He ended up like elbowing Bobby Roode, and then Bobby Roode did put in some work too. And the end of the match mainly was like Nakamura. He messed up his leg because he went for a Kinshasa, knocked out Bobby Roode. He knocked him out, and then Bobby Roode tried to take advantage of it. He hit that DDT. I don't even know. Is it called the Glorious Drop? I don't even know what he calls it. Is it called the Glorious DDT? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you watch. And he hit it on him. Nakamura kicked out. And then Nakamura's leg was really hurt. So Bobby Roode started actually working on that like a smart man. Started working on his leg. And then eventually he hit another DDT on him. 1, 2, 3. He retained his NXT. No, he won the NXT champion. So we do have 2 new champions. We have new tag team champions, new NXT champion. It was amazing. Now what's next? Honestly, this is what I think they should do. This is just for my brain. You're gonna have another Nakamura Roode match probably at TakeOver Orlando. Have that match, or better, if you want to move him up to the main, if you want to move Nakamura up to the main roster now, then have him have a match on like an NXT TV taping or something. I don't know. And then you have somebody on your roster now that can perform as a face and go for the NXT Championship, because he made his intentions clear when he returned. If you don't know what I'm talking about Chris Hero, aka Cassius Ohno. If you want a money match, do that for the NXT Championship at TakeOver Orlando, or do something like that, because that's who I think should go for it. That's the popular babyface I see now, because Ty Dillinger is gone, and that's just who I see right now. But this show was solid. I'm not gonna give it a rating. I think I'm gonna be done with giving pay-per-views rating. I'm just gonna say if it's good or not. Pay-per-view was good. Yeah. So catch me out later when I do my Royal Rumble review later tonight. This video is gonna go up as soon as possible. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. Support everything I do. My social media stuff is down in the description below. Previous video in the description below. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.